Ani picked up wickets from the other, but he deserved this one. Oh, gone past the outside edge. Zimbabwe are now feeling they can wrap things up quickly.
A beautiful length again by Ngarava. We'll cross the... How Jakarali is going to play from here on. Truly aggressive player. Muzarbani top of his... Something look into in the next 20 minutes or so.
Outstanding delivery to end an eventful over. A wicket and just one run from it. Bangladesh 2-1.
Been a dismal morning for Bangladesh. The fourth day, absolute domination by the Zimbabwean bowlers really has not allowed the Bangladeshis to assert any form of authority. Only Zakir Ali surviving. That's set the trend for the situation that Bangladesh are in at the moment. Don't take anything away from some excellent bowling by aided by Richard Ngarava, last ball of the previous over. Non-committal, not quite there. Very, very difficult for the batters out there in the middle. Dino Mawoyo, you must be absolutely over the moon with the performance of the boys.
Yeah, I think been good as the disciplines once again from the Zimbabwean seamers early on. That name was Zarabani comes up once again. Been what they would have spoken about at the end of the day yesterday, coming into the session this morning, and you just feel as we talk, really open up the tail for Bangladesh. They've given themselves a great opportunity to bowl them out quite quickly. Jakarali took the way Muzarabani is bowling. I'm not so sure that's the brightest idea, to expose his partner to a Muzarabani who's on fire.
It tells you a lot about the thought process that's gone in. So surprised with the approach of the skipper. We have another look at that. The bat, going back to Najmul Hussain Shanto's shot, should have been avoided so early. Delivery, I must say, but it paid dividends. And now Bangladesh struggling to survive. Some accuracy, some power, with a good support from the fielders. They're on their toes. They're just waiting for.
Yeah, they are. They're expecting something to come almost every ball, literally. 8 for 117 now, Muzarabani. Career best. And he's taken 8 wickets in all 3 of them. 8 in the New Year's Test against Afghanistan and Bulawayo. 8 against Ireland in the Test match. And as I've just mentioned, 8 for 121 now here in Sylhet.
Rather streaky, but Bangladesh are going to take every run that takes the lead up to 130. driving that outside part of the bat, and thankfully for him, it's gone through point and raced away to the boundary. But that will be of no concern to Blessing Muzarabani. He knows that shot that was attempted, 3 slips in a gully in position. There's a forward short leg. Don't be surprised if it's a short one coming next. Ducked under by the batter. 218 for 7. Struggle here for Bangladesh at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium on the 4th day. The sun has come out. It was thunderstorm and rain we had early in the morning. This session, just the 7 overs, 3 wickets for 24 runs. Absolute domination by Zimbabwean bowlers. Continue, Richard. On 29. A lot depends on him. How he approaches, that he needs to carry on quickly, but it's a different scenario altogether. He's got to show a lot of discipline, a lot of temperament.
Happy looking Zimbabwean dugout. Justin Salmons, the coach, Suit Matsikinyeri, the fielding coach, to his right.
Yes, that was there on a normal time when the batters would be confident to drive that down the ground, but he just thought that it would be a better option to block the bowler trying to do different things. Batter, particularly Zakir Ali, with not too much experience, needs to show all his resilience here. Short, swivels round. He's got to find a fielder in the deep. Just going to get a single.
You're talking about his resilience, and he's looking very calm about how he's going about his processes. And the fact that he's not afraid to give I'm just not so sure if I was in his shoes, I would be taking those singles that early on in the over. It just leaves him exposed to a couple of Zimbabwean bowlers. Opportunity for Zimbabwe to get another. And then you've got 10 and 11 coming in.
Yeah, and in search of that another wicket, they've got a forward short leg.
Coming.
Angling away, not interested. Just the point of giving the strike to Hassan Mahmood early in the over. In the previous over, gave it away in the very first ball. This time round, got 2 more to negotiate.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the question would be, what is Zakir Ali trying to achieve at this moment in time? He's trying to bat as long as possible and accumulate as much as possible. So the less this moment in time in particular, the better for Bangladesh.
Seems pretty adept at putting the full... Being able to generate that kind of a pace in comparison, Blessing Muzarabani is not as tall as him, so that extra bit of bounce and the steepling bounce that Muzarabani... And the ball being in the 65th over, haven't really seen any kind of reverse swing. I think because of the nature of the wicket and the outfield too, that plays a part. Down the leg side, and that is the over. 219 for 7. Bangladesh in a whole lot of trouble. Only 137 the lead. Fiery bowling by Blessing Muzrabani in particular. Records keep on tumbling. So impressive. And overhead conditions now very, very conducive. Little shuffle, eventually shouldering arms. It's got that huge responsibility, Zakir Ali, on his shoulders now. His skill sets, and on top of that, his mindset. Can't afford to be over. Now he gives the strike back to Hassan Mahmood. Can't the pace of Blessing Muzrabani.
I don't understand it either. Confidence in your partner is good, but I think you also just need to assess the situation, see how best you can come out of it. Zarabani's match. He's taken 5 wickets in this innings. Why would you want to expose your number 9 batter to him?
Survive and give build up a partnership. Maybe
match.
check out how he negotiates that. But Nick Welch at forward short leg, catching position for a short pitched delivery. Not interested. But the balls he's bowling now is bowling around the 130 mark. Signs of tiredness.
Bit of fieriness that we've seen from him all morning. And it's important for
oh, that was expected, and he just ducked down into that, and Russian protocol is going to be affected. As I said, that was on the cards. They had the fielders in position for the short pitch delivery. He's all right. Good to see Craig Irwin just giving him a pat on the back. Usual questions will be asked now.
It's given the batsman no opportunity whatsoever to get out of the way. It struck him flush on the side of the head. End of the over. It's 220 for.
There was a period yesterday when the recovery process, things are completely overturned by some excellent bowling. And I'd say from Shanto, who needed to button down, needed to be a little more careful about his shot selection. They came in with a sense of purpose. Was induced. Muzarabani has really bowled well. That one snorter. Got the outside part of the bat, squaring up the batter.
Yeah, Muzarabani has. This morning, first wicket to go, just the second ball. The cap from Victor Nyauchi down at fine leg. And there was Mahiri Hassan Miraj comfortably taken by Brian Bennett in the gully. And then it was just the feather. Needed ultra edge to confirm it. For Taijul 120-7, they lead by 138.
In dire straits, to say the least. The situation, Najmul Hussain Shanto coming in, as you said, second ball of the day, swivels round to a rather ordinary looking delivery, not quite a wicket taking delivery, finds the lone fielder, very injudicious shot. Morning's play with wickets falling at regular intervals. Bangladesh in more than a spot of bother. In the middle, Zakir Ali filling up a partnership. Nine overs in the morning, maybe time for one of them to get a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's good to give them both a good burst. Craig Irvin should have been to give one so that he could replace. The other bowler would have had a longer spell and he'd be replaced by Nyauchi. View an extension of seamers and tandem at the beginning of the day, as opposed to having two just have Nyauchi to come for one spell from one end. It means you may have to have a spinner on sooner than you may have wanted to.
And Irvin has got that luxury of having three bowlers who are on song. It's not that it's a weak link, the third pace well in the first innings. So that is an option he might consider. Now, that reared up. Wasn't too short. Surprised Zakir Ali there.
That surprised him because the bank end, which he is, that you've had extra bounce as opposed to the other end, the rocket end. But well played in the end.
I wonder if it was an intended one or it just came and hit the glove or the handle. Is it true there's going to be at least a couple of runs, maybe more? The ball just, oh, that is a great effort. That it was hauled in, that is commitment.
Yeah, magnificent from Jonathan Campbell. Not the full-blooded drive from Jakarali. Importantly, he's got Hassan Mahmood on strike.
It's not about saving one, it's showing the rest of the team how committed they are. They'll raise the spirit of the... raises the level of the game, just gives that extra bit of perk to you as a fielding unit. Oh, thought about it. Tried.
I always say to people, if you leave the ball and it doesn't hit your stumps, it's a good leave. Doesn't matter what it looks like.
That's a good one. Yeah, as long as it doesn't hit the stumps. Say. Oh, nice. Comfortably done. Just whipped it away. Looking shot. 227 for 7. An intriguing Bangladesh 191 lead. A few moments earlier, that effort, appreciation, that is very good.
Yeah. Justin Salmons, the coach, and you could see he's saying to Sean Williams, listen guys, we've got a hold of Bangladesh here. Don't let them get away. Another couple of wickets here and we can wrap up this innings. We can be batting today.
Have not really been correct in the sense we were expecting Nyawuchi to be the bowler replacing Blessing Muzrabani. It's actually 13 runs. He fancies his chances. Will there be a different approach from Zakir Ali? Oh, run first. Will increase because of that last ball of the last over, which he put away for 4 runs.
Yeah, man under the helmet now straight away. Nick Welsh and Victor Nyawuchi coming in of the batter. Ben Curran, who was sweeping on the offside, comes into the circle. So nice and tight from Irvin.
Yeah, and it's got to be nice and tight from Wellington Masakadze. We're trying to just maybe bowl the ball little short. At that one, with the forward short leg in position, I feel that just angle the ball in more of a arm ball to the right-handed batter. Back of the legs rearing up, might try to fend it off. It's nicely done by the batter, gaining in confidence. Comfortable. Line on his approach there. He's been exposed to 5 deliveries in this over once again. take a run because he feels that it's going to be Zakir taking strike at the end of that over.
Yeah, Hassan Mahmoud looking to go over, and look at the reaction of Zakir Ali. He's not at all impressed.
Well, because of the rains here in Sylhet, we haven't really had 90 overs on any particular day. It's been wickets, 10 in the first day, 11 on the second, 3 on the last, and we've had a few today on the fourth day. Victor Niauchi, that's the other change. Both the pacers, Ngrava and Blessing Buzrabani, now being rested for a while. Goes across his little shot. It's against taking a run the very first ball. Wise option.
And find out what his thought process is. Because all up until now, he's been taking the single whenever it's been on offer early in the over. A threat than Ngarava and Muzarabani.
Well, he reckons he can take on Niauchi. Done. That is not a good shot attempted under the circumstances. Injudicious.
One, from the point of view of how he's played so far, and two, what's required of him at the moment.
This over. Yeah, you've got to get your thinking right. Don't want to expose your weaker batter, if I might put it that way, to as much of the bowling that he has done. You've got to show mettle, you've got to show resilience and temperament, all the ingredients that are required in a test match, and they are being tested here. The Bangladeshi batters. If these two can at least retrieve this situation somewhat. He's been good with the straight bat. Now he'll be thinking another wicket quickly. Niauchi, 1 wicket so far, 29 balls into his 14th over. Another ball to the drinks interval, and they'd want to survive that.